In the fragrance world for men, when is sweet too sweet when it comes to scent? So this Tri-Braid fragrance has all Roja scents inside, but all sweet Roja scents. And sweet scents don't necessarily scream masculinity. But in this case, oh, it hits different. Wow. Let's roll my fucking music so I can put you onto this Roja Tribrid that is full of sweetness and still uber sexy for dudes.
Sexy motherfucker. We're all alone in the villa of the river, yeah. There's some friends from the south side in case you cared. Out of all your friends, I wanna be Cuba.
Listen, one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Merry Sexmas. Oh my God, my wallet. Bro, I haven't hit the overdraft fee in maybe 15 years.
Sir, it's still declined.
I didn't necessarily hit the overdraft fee, but Amex notifications were constantly $500, $500, $500. Bro, I'm gonna have to eventually work as a glory hole cleanup crew to pay for this shit.
Oh, dude, Jesus.
So in today's video, I requested this fragrance from Dua because it just seemed interesting. It's 3 Roja fragrances that I haven't smelled any of them, but they all had one thing in common: sweetness. So the Tribrid consists of Sweetie Aoud, Candy Aoud, and Fruity Aoud, which was my nickname on Saturdays. Yes. And here's another stupid name, which is Scrumptious and Candylicious Fruit of Aoud, like 78 syllables. But like among all other Dua fragrances, the names don't represent the scent, because the names are stupid, and this scent is not at all. This is not a first impressions. This is more of like a half a day's wear, because I got it late in the afternoon, so that's when I sprayed it on, and the sweetness yet sexy energy that I'm getting off of this kind of reminds me of the overly sweetness that you may get on an ATH hard candy elixir kind of vibe. It's sweet, cookie-ish, candy-ish, bag of jelly beans. Yes, there's still this creamy, vanillic, woody, slightly oudish. There's a little bit of a funk, a subliminal funk there, which for the first time ever, I agree with putting that there, because there is a lot of sweet elements here going on, and that little funk along with the woods and, dare I say, even vanilla ends up being something that calms down the sweetness as opposed to add to it. Like this fragrance, in smelling it this close, is very awkward. You smell a lot of oily, oudish kind of tendencies and some almost natural smelling oud vibes, which aren't great. Natural oud and fruity, that doesn't go well hand in hand. In this case, in the air and off the skin, it works amazingly nice. For people who like sweet fragrances, if you like to teeter-totter and walk on the edge of gourmand and then sprinkle a little woodiness oud along with a powdery base, you got a winner. And one of the things that Dua nailed perfectly is the picture element. One of my favorite treats, macaroons. If you've had the little jelly ones inside of the macaroon, it does smell like a whipped raspberry gelatin type confectionery sweetness in there that adds tart, sweet, gummy, fruity, creamy, sexy, sugary. It adds all these elements to this unisex fragrance, but there's still a strong level of masculinity for those who like fragrances. As mentioned, hard candy elixir, a very loud, sweet, turned up, kind of skanky sweetness on a dude. This has that in Tribrid form, which makes me curious to smell these 3 fragrances individually, but my wallet does not agree with that assessment. So all I can tell you about this fragrance for the 4 hours that I had it on is that it lasted and projected very well for that 4-hour period, and the true sign of performance is that my wife yelled at me aggressively, get in the shower and scrub that shit off of your arm. That means it lasts. Kind of also sounds like what she screamed at me the night that we conceived my child. Too much? The shit's diesel, it's sweet, it's sexy, it's fruity, it's dessertish, it's a cornucopia of sugar. Diabetes in a bottle, which actually smells fire. I like this blend. Maybe one of the funnest sweet fragrances that Dua has concocted, in my opinion. I'm lately finding certain sweet notes. I like gourmand fragrances, I like tonka, I like cardamom, I like tiramisu notes. The sweetness just plays off really nicely off my skin, and it matches my personality because I'm a sweet bitch. But this Tribrid happens to work on point off my skin. It hits the right level of oud, sugar, creamy, but no real spice, unfortunately. I wish I had like a little bit of a pepper or a red pepper accent in there, just to add a little bit of a mistiness or maybe a little cinnamon or nutmeg vibe to kind of just help with this whole confectionery cocktail of sweetness. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this a solid 7.5. 8.3. It's a very good sweet fragrance. You have to like sweet fragrances. If not, don't even bother even trying this joint out. I think this is the second time that they restocked this fragrance because initially it sold out. For me, it's an absolute ball spray. And again, one of the funnest sweet fragrances that I've encountered in the Dua lineup in a while. The sweetness here is a little bit much, but blended perfectly for me. Ball spray it is. A lot of sweet, but I like this shit. I like it a lot, actually. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Shout out to Dua for sponsoring today's video and sending me this as requested. I'll put a link in the description. I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas. I love y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends to tell their friends to jump on to the funnest ball sprayer crew around. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. And I hope Santa doesn't make you sit on his lap. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know it is biggest in the game. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test. Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would